I welcome everyone to my channel. And again, stories from life. A novel that will change your life. Martha Shields' right pointing arrow, hope for happiness. With that, she turned to Jake. Are you satisfied now? I can go? Jake looked into her sparkling eyes, wondering what would happen if he put out his crazy idea, which was born about an hour ago. Right now, he needs an heir, and the sooner, the better. Claire needs a child, and besides, she wants to work in his company. All this seemed to Jake just a finger of fate. He had now about the same feeling that he experienced before making the most profitable investments. And this premonition never deceived him. But Jake had one ironclad rule: never act blindly. He didn't even discuss a new project until he got his hands on accurate data. And now he wasn't ready to start. Opening his umbrella, he walked around the car to help Claire out. Listen, are you sure you're not a cowboy? She asked irritably as she got out of the car. And what? I have my own legs and arms. And I am quite capable of opening the door and getting out of the car on my own. But you don't have an umbrella. And I only have one with me. He put his hand on her waist and pulled her closer. Under the umbrella's protection, only her wide eyes betrayed to Jake that she felt about the same feelings as he did. Looking down at her lips, he saw her trail her tongue over them. With difficulty suppressing a groan, he said, "Let's go." A minute later they were already standing under the porch canopy. She found the key in her purse and inserted it into the keyhole. "Tomorrow I'll pick you up at 7:30. She turned around. "I haven't said I'm going yet." For a moment he looked into her face. "Well, if you don't need a job." She sighed angrily. "It can hardly be called fair play." "Okay, I'll go. What should I wear?" "Costume." He heard her sigh softly. "What's the problem?" "Nothing," she muttered. "At 7:30. Tomorrow. Costume. I'm looking forward to it. Bye then. Talk to you tomorrow." At last she unlocked the door, went in, and was about to slam it shut behind her, but on reflection she added softly, "Thank you for taking me." And that they softened the fall in the elevator. And that they listened to me. Jake leaned forward slightly, but caught himself just in time. "I enjoyed it, believe me. Good night." Claire closed the door behind her so quickly, as if she was afraid he was about to kiss her. And what, I wonder, the taste of her lips? Jake suddenly thought. Dry and sweet or hot and wet? He couldn't wait, he was dying to know it immediately. Smiling at the thought, Jake turned and walked to his Jeep. Started the motor. And for the first time in a long time, I felt that I was looking forward to tomorrow. He has so much to do. Geez. Claire opened her eyes. What is this? The sun shone brightly through the window. Claire quickly sat up in bed and looked at her watch. 11:20. It's time for her to be at work. She had already planted one foot on the floor, fumbling for her slippers, when she remembered that she had taken the day off. Gradually, the whole of yesterday loomed in my memory. Visit to the doctor. Elevator. Jacob Anderson. D's who could have come on Friday morning. Any peddler? Or fundraisers? D's. Whoever was there, he clearly had no intention of retreating. She pulled on some old sweatpants and a t-shirt, brushed through her hair, and hurried to the door. Through the peephole, she saw a red-haired boy in a bright green sweater with the word Denver Express written on it. Messenger from the delivery service. Maybe something from a client, though it's not time to pay yet. Meanwhile, the guy pressed the button with all his might again. Claire pushed open the door, and cold, fresh air blew in. The messenger breathed a sigh of relief. "Claire Eden?" "Yes. Letter for you. Sign here." He handed her a piece of paper and a pen. Claire signed, then held out her hand for the envelope the boy held under his arm. But along with the envelope, he handed her the keys. "And what's that?" she asked in surprise. Keys. I see that these are the keys. What are they from? Perhaps you will understand everything from the letter. This looks like yours. He pointed to the road where a small, bright red sports car was parked. Claire was dumbfounded. There's some mistake here. You are Claire Eden, right? Here is your address. Everything is correct. But you, I don't. Where did it come from? She finally asked, although she knew the answer almost for sure. Don't you know? I know very well. Yesterday I received a Porsche. And the day before yesterday I was given a Maserati. The guy checked the paper. Order from Jake Anderson. Claire groaned and handed the messenger the keys. Return the car to Mr. Anderson. I don't accept it. The guy waved a piece of paper with her signature. Already accepted. Yes, but I didn't know it would be a car. Listen, lady, I'm just doing my job. I was ordered to drive the red Jaguar to your address and get a receipt. That's exactly what I did. Best wishes. He turned and hurried to the green van behind the Jaguar. Claire stood with her hands at her sides, watching the van drive away. Then she carefully approached the car, as if afraid that she was about to come to life. The bright November sun played on the polished surface, and Claire could see her scowling face as if in a mirror. Why would Jacob Anderson send her a car? Incredible. Ordinary men start with sweets and flowers. But not Jacob Anderson. It doesn't matter what made him do it. Claire could not accept such an expensive gift. The door opened even before Jake could ring the bell. Claire stood in the doorway with lightning in her eyes. How would you like to understand this? He raised an eyebrow in surprise. I am late? No, we're not late. On the contrary, they arrived 10 minutes early. I am not talking about that. She pointed towards the road. Here's what I'm talking about. He didn't have to turn around to understand what was being said. On the way here, he had already spotted a bright red Jaguar parked on the side of the road. I think he was delivered safe and sound. Well, have you already tried it? No, and not gonna. I didn't touch anything but the keys. You don't like the color? Me too, but don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Claire narrowed her eyes. I didn't ask you to give me anything, she retorted. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Maybe let's go to the house? We are already attracting attention. She looked like she was about to refuse. But noticing her neighbors, she stepped back and let him in. Entering the hallway, Jake glanced at Claire. She wore jeans and a University of Wyoming t-shirt. You're not dressed yet. And why am I not surprised? I haven't decided yet whether I'm going with you or not, Claire announced, slamming the door. I thought you wanted to talk to me about work. Yes, but, she took a deep breath and said in a calm tone, let's get back to my question. Why did you send me a car? I tried to call you at work during the day, but you were not in the office. And your home phone, wow, does not appear in the directory. I was busy. To be continued. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel and press the bell to nothing don't miss.